No, this is amazing. I mean, this is Glenn Beck is saying, Liz Wheeler tells me the Epstein Files binder photo shoot was intended to be a message to the legacy media that they no longer had the power to manipulate the truth.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's crazy. So what they're doing now is like after it turned out to be a dud, they all were like, we have this incredible thing. We have this incredible thing. But sometimes when I see some of these guys on their little thing, I'm like, you're tweaked. Like Elon, I think is tweaked.
But Elon is on like, I feel like, isn't it ketamine for Elon? I feel like, allegedly.
Yeah, but I think he's tweaked too. Cause like when he was on stage, I mean, I've done ketamine one time.
Oh, when he was like at the inauguration before the Sig Heil, he was like this.
Yeah, the Sieg Heil is, so we can, cause you and I do that, but like it's public. We can do that. That's the Sieg Heil thing is amazing. Because remember they did. I'm Jewish, and it's okay. I'm not only Jewish, but we've hooked up, and he did not complain. Well, he complained, but he was just like, "Well, I was inattentive."
But it wasn't because of your Jewish background.
No. Well, he did call me withholding. But he but you remember, because remember Hasan when they tried to do this was like
the OK sign. It was the Nazi
and all
sign.
the people doing that were Nazis. Like it was, but they're like, oh, but it's just the OK sign. They're running that back, but now it's like now because their leader is so fucking stupid and like I'm the 56-year-old troll. They're just doing that with the Sieg Heil now. Not that I almost tried to do it, but which we can legally do, my people. No. But we don't on the stream. Yeah,
no. Well, is my former podcast co-host. Apparently, he throws it up quite a bit recently. He's been throwing it up in the midst of his endless battle. No, Ethan on this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would also be like, this is just something that they made up that they believe exists. This is a document that is a list of everybody that Jeffrey Epstein pimped out girls to on one list, and that he has it and the government has it and they're refusing to release it. I think a lot of this kind of like, I hate to say it, kind of like, dovetails with some QAnon stuff where like everybody is going to go down all at once. Like all the pedos are going to get fucking, look, we've already made Guantanamo. We're putting people in there. Like we gotta, And so all of that hype was just like, it ended up in like a list of like 6 or 7, or no, I think like 15 influencers being given these binders full of.
Yeah, the influencers like Jack Posobiec and like Mike Cernovich, who has, as far as I understand, also harassed Virginia Giuffre at the behest of Alan Dershowitz before.
Oh, I mean, listen, as I've always said, to catch a pedophile, you must become a pedophile.
Yeah.
And Cernovich has gone gonzo in his reporting on Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Obviously having been charged at one point with himself.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I was thinking too. It wasn't because like he was a hatchet man for Alan Dershowitz. I think he just has like a pro stance across the board. He's like a pro rape activist.
Yeah. He's a centrist. He's
like
it doesn't matter that Jeffrey Epstein was Jewish. Oh, excuse me, was a Democrat. I'm with him.
Yeah. It's like the dudes in Israel that were trying to get out the concentration camp guards that were being prosecuted for raping.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? Yeah, exactly. That was
a pro riot. They're just activists.
Astounding. But it was like Cernovich, it was Posobiec, it was Libs of TikTok, Chaya Raichik, who, wow, what a looker. Unmarried, I was interested to find out. But Orthodox Jewish, rare in that community.
Yeah.
And so there must be something deeply wrong with her. I'm just telling you. It's this. If she can't get married there, I don't know. She's bad luck. Spinster. And then there was a woman who I can't name who got really mad at me and tanked our iTunes reviews one time. But and then
Liz Wheeler.
Oh, Liz Wheeler, who, by the way, wow. She is gorgeous.
Yeah, did you see her long convoluted post about how like she doubled down on the conspiracies and basically decided that it was actually because there is this intra like agency infighting. And like this was actually secretly released to the dumbest people in the MAGA influencer orbit, herself included, so that they could find the leakers, the rats that didn't let them get the real evidence or some shit.
No, this is amazing. I mean, this is Glenn Beck is saying Liz Wheeler tells me the Epstein Files binder photo shoot was intended to be a message to the legacy media that they no longer had the power to manipulate the truth.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's crazy. So what they're doing now is like after it turned out to be a dud, they all were like, we have this incredible thing. We have this incredible thing. They all posted pictures, all of them smiling and go down, like holding it up like, oh,
They're
we've
so
got it.
excited.
They're all smile. Oh, Scott Presler.
Scotty Prez.
He should get together with Chaya. I think he should get together with Chaya. I know he's
not Jewish.
He's well, and he maybe swing the other way. But I feel like they could reach common ground there. He's gay, but she could fix him. But
well, I think she might also. There's suspicion that she might be kind of into ladies herself. So
no, really.
That's what I've heard.
Let me picture that really hard in my mind. Oh, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, he like they're all like they're like smiling. DC Drano, the guy who's holding it here, he actually is the ex-boyfriend of Ashley St. Clair, who, if you're watching this, you need to call me. You need to call me right now. Ashley St. Clair, who just had the baby with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy to be him because, he's this guy, Rogan O'Hanley, who's like, a right-wing pugilist. I don't really know what his job is. I guess posting on Twitter.
I mean, most of these people's jobs are posting on Twitter.
Yeah, actually, I guess that's true. But meanwhile, like Elon Musk is stupping his ex-girlfriend, and having a baby with her, and he's, standing here looking silly in a vest, holding up a binder full of nothing. I mean, it's just ridiculous to me. I mean, it's pathetic, frankly. And they tried to come out in this triumphalist way, like, oh, we have the documents. And they all like, it's very clear that they were like given, like keywords to tweet. And one of those was transparent administration. So all of them tweeted something to the effect that this is the most transparent administration in history.
And they did not, and the conservatives, MAGA Twitter did not like that. Some of them didn't like it because they were like, why wasn't I chosen? But then others were like, well, what the is this? Like, there were some real loyalists out there, which ironically enough, like how I still to this day cannot understand how you can be an Epstein follower, not like in the way that we are, but I mean like in the way that
we follow in his footsteps.
Yeah. Not in our way, but like, following what he's doing. And not recognize that like Trump's labor secretary, Alexander Acosta, before unceremoniously resigning, revealed that he gave a sweetheart plea bargain deal to Jeffrey Epstein that allowed him to continue doing rapes while he was in prison because they told him he belonged to intelligence. So how did they not, like, this is the thing I don't understand about MAGA world. I mean, they're not known for being thinkers, right?
No.
But it doesn't make sense that they just can't put two and two together. Like, why would Trump elevate this guy, Alexander Acosta, into his administration after he very clearly allowed Jeffrey Epstein to get away with crimes?
Yeah. I think you said with Grimes. I'd like to get away with Grimes. But
friend of the show, Grimes.
Oh, yes, friend of the show, Grimes. Excuse me. You also need to call me. You need to call me. I can fix it. Grimes, if you're watching, I can fix it. I can fix it forever.
This is what happens when Liz is not on, chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize
I say this shit when Liz is around. She says she knows about my, I mean, it's parasocial technically this time, but Grimes, I think, can feel my brain. But she's probably got Neuralink. I'm thinking really hard. But yeah, it's so stupid that like, I think really what it is, and I hate to sound like the liberals that we are, but it really is like almost like cult-like behavior. Like, Trump can only be failed. So like if Trump maybe elevated this guy who like you wouldn't have normally suspected as being picked for the post to be his labor secretary, who basically was only notable for like giving Jeffrey Epstein this sweetheart deal. And like funnily enough, like that was part of the reason like it became such a big story was because of like he had to resign. It was like grilled about it in Congress and shit. And fucking like a lot of the QAnon people, which is kind of like dissolved and like diffused into all the rest of the MAGA stuff, sort of took that as like he was he was setting Acosta up because he's a white hat, and Acosta is like a guy that he was like putting out there for a reason. So he did this actually to oppose Epstein,
Oh,
like
okay.
because it got
it.
so much attention. You see what I'm saying there? So like,
and then they, killed him when Trump was president, and Trump's own DOJ oversaw the execution, the assassination of Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know how they make up for that, but I guess it's because Bill Barr also turned on Trump afterwards, so he's a rhino.
yeah,
He was always a
I know.
rhino.
And Barr looks amazing too. I love looking at Bill Barr. It's like
He
eating
looks
a
like
piece of
Fred
chocolate.
Flintstone. There's a bunch of Yabba
Yeah.
Dabba Doo. One of them.
Yeah, and it feels
or like
go ahead.
Or like Peter Griffin.
Yes, it feels the little spectacles perched on the doughy face. I love it. Oh,
Yeah.
what a look! John Goodman there. John Goodman, is that the guy? He was in. Yeah, looks. I like him a lot. I mean, not like politically or in any way, but I like looking at him. He looks like it's.
Yeah.
He looks
I
like
think, I think Rex also kind of used to look like that too. There's a bunch of dudes that just like had that look to them. Now it's just Tom Homan now in the new administration.
It's all Tom Homan.
Yeah. And Tom Homan is like, unfortunately, not exactly pleasant to look at in the same way that like Bill Barr was, because he's just like, he's melting and he sounds unwell all the time.
I thought of something when this, like the cabinet was kind of like cohering, was that like this must be the most dick picked, like blackmailable executive branch in history. Can you imagine from RFK to, we know RFK's is out there. From Hegseth, you think Hegseth hasn't ever like drunkenly sent a crazy fucked up angle picture of like from bottom of his penis to a woman when he's had a couple? Fucking who else is in there? All these guys, obviously Musk. Actually, I could see Musk not doing it.
Because he's got a weird dick.
There's something wrong with that. It's another reason these ladies need to call me and fucking tell me.
Yeah. Okay. There's some other stuff that I wanted to discuss with you. You brought up RFK Jr., who is, surprise, surprise, another person who is deeply and intimately involved with Jeffrey Epstein. He had a brilliant take like here.
Three people in the cabinet. Sorry. There's like three people in the cabinet who are just on the list of in the files that were released.
Yeah. I'm gonna let this play real quick and then go pee while this plays for the 12 seconds, and then you can give your commentary.
So, and you run into everybody in New York. I mean, I knew Harvey Weinstein. I knew Roger Ailes. I knew O.J. Simpson came to my house. Bill Cosby came to my house. Yeah. So, you run into everybody in New York. I mean, I knew Harvey Weinstein. I knew Roger Ailes. I knew.
Oh, it's just playing. No, you got to stop it.
I stopped it.
First of all, I live in New York City, and yeah, I see Weinstein. Okay, I ran into OJ a few times. Sometimes I fucking hang out with, I call him Will, but Bill Cosby. But the amount this guy is talking about how much he hangs out with these guys. What I like about RFK Jr. is he just says what he's thinking, and he's always thinking something crazy. It is generally not a good idea. I'm just saying this to anyone listening out there.
O.J. Simpson came to my house. Bill Cosby came to my house. Yeah. So, you run into everybody in New York. I mean, I knew Harvey Weinstein. I knew Roger Ailes. I knew O.J. Simpson came to my house. Bill Cosby came to my house. Yeah. So,
gotta take my shirt off. Chat.
Everybody
I actually can't see the chat right now.
I mean, I knew Harvey Weinstein.
Should I take my shirt
off?
off?
Roger Ailes. I knew O.J. Simpson came to my house. Bill Cosby came to my house. Yeah. So,
he just sits here all day and talks.
Everybody in New York. I mean, I knew Harvey Weinstein. I knew Roger Ailes. I knew O.J. Simpson came to my house.
Does he do anything?
Bill Cosby came to my house. Yeah. So, you run into everybody in New York.
Now I can read the chat.
I mean, I knew
he does
Harvey Weinstein. I knew Roger
fix
Ailes. I knew O.J. Simpson came to my house.
Does he like do tricks for you guys? Does he?
So, you run into everybody in New York. I mean, I knew
he just talks.
Harvey Weinstein. I knew Roger Ailes. I knew O.J. Simpson came to my house. Bill Cosby came to my house.
It might have restarted.
No, that's Twitter, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Twitter is such a busted ass platform. Stupid ass Elon Musk. That's crazy that it just restarted on its own while it was pissing.
And it was like not playing for like 30 seconds, and then it just like started again.
I'm sorry.
I liked it. His voice. Yeah, so someone, can you hear me? You don't have to wear headphones. You have some kind of crazy setup, but you don't have to wear headphones.
Yeah, I don't have to wear headphones. I can hear you. Yeah.
That's technologically absurd. How could that even be?
When you come to LA, I'll show you.
Yeah. Okay. I will. Yeah. Let me come to the house.
Yeah, you can come to the house. The palace.
I'm bringing the palace. I love listening to RFK because it always sounds like everything he says sounds really important because it sounds like the last thing someone says before they die. So you're always like,
he just sounds so healthy.
What is he gonna tell me?
That's why I like about him. I'm like, that's when I hear him and I see him, I'm always thinking to myself, like, that's the guy who should be in charge of health.
Oh yeah. Well, the good thing is I like menthols. You know, actually, I guess I don't really like that much of anything. But he's gonna ban stuff, or he's gonna put new stuff in our vaccines.
He likes Zins, so we're good.
He fucks with Zins. So you like? How many of those a day do you do?
Dude, I don't fucking know. A lot, too much.
Yeah.
I could go band for band with RFK with Robert.
How many do you think? Because I eat them whenever I get one in my mouth. I just pop them in.
You just
that's mostly what I eat is Zin. Yeah, that's how I get this glow about me. RFK, but that what I was saying before is like the brilliant thing about the Epstein release that they did do yesterday is among like the very few pages that were actually in that release is like half of Trump's cabinet. Like RFK Jr. is in there. Trump is in there, obviously. Jason Kalakanakis is in there.
Oh yeah.
All of these fucking fools are in there. It's just, you don't want that. It feels disrespectful to Trump, and I think Trump should fire Pam Bondi. People are calling for it. But now their thing is that like they're being stymied by the deep state. And she's like, get the documents on my desk at 8 a.m. this morning. Well, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time right now. And
yeah.
I don't see
where are the documents? I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they haven't cracked this case.
So now they're pretending that like they're being, I mean, listen, there is a lot of stuff. There are these like hard drives and these CDs and these picture albums that like, well, at least want to know what's on them. And there's like a very real concern that like we actually have no idea what Jeffrey Epstein's job was. Like I'm someone who knows more than 99% of people about Jeffrey Epstein. I could not tell you what his job was. Tax evasion, kind of like making shell companies, but like it certainly doesn't account for how much money he actually had.
Did you see this, by the way, from brave truth teller Laura Loomer? Why can't we talk about how Pam Bondi was the Attorney General of Florida the entire time Jeffrey Epstein was raping young girls in Florida? How come she never shut him down? I want to remind everyone that Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw, who's good friends with Pam Bondi, was heavily criticized for allowing Jeffrey Epstein special favors, as well as an early work release under his watch. Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw just won his 6th term in Palm Beach in 2024. Who was being protected? Facts are facts.
So first of all, this is how I'm trying to tweet in this style now, like with the blind breaks and like the questions and answering them and stuff, and like facts are facts. That's like a really good style of tweeting. But second of all, Laura Loomer did not get invited to this, and she's so fucking pissed off that she's like going like complete like apocalypse mode on them.
Do you think Laura Loomer? Well, I'm a committed believer that Trump is bisexual, aromantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you think he hit? I think that he listlessly. I think that something happened.
Yeah, because remember when he said about Laura when Laura was like doing Laura shit, and everyone was like, "Why is this person in your why is she in your private jet?" And he was like, she's a free spirit.
She is a free spirit.
Which is the gayest thing a man can say in general, but
that's what you say about your wife that's cheating on you.
Yeah.
You don't say that while you're cheating.
But that convinced me that there might have been more going on there,
I will say this cabinet has some of the cheating's gods in it. I mean, on the cheater sort of leaderboard, I guess I'll say to appeal to your video game audience, RFK Jr. is probably the best cheater of all time, right? I mean, I don't agree with what he did, but he did it in such a way that it killed somebody. Hegseth is an incredible cheater of his own, I mean, he did what we call bridge cheating, where he cheated, had the kid, and then moved on to that, and then had another kid and cheated with the woman he had that with. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a really incredible form of cheating. Trump, I feel like, is your old school cheater, where he just cheated. You know, he just cheated.
But he did it in a very
when-
public way too. I mean, with like with an adult film actress, you know.
Exactly. The cheating went into court, and I got to tell you, Biden. I mean, could you imagine Blinken cheating? You know, how does this benefit Israel? What's this pussy gonna do for Israel? You know, nothing. It's ridiculous. But
excuse me, that is Mr. Bass you're talking shit about, okay? He's a bass player.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
He probably fucks.
Bass.
Yeah, he probably fucks. Blinken probably fucks. Oh my god. That's the other side of this equation as well, which is like, I wonder why one of the most pro-Israel administrations and one of the most pro-Israel cabinets in general would not unearth espionage documents about a potential Mossad CIA operative.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. How come a former prime minister of Israel visited Jeffrey Epstein like 100 times at his apartment alongside a prince? I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I think that what they'll do, I think that we'll get another release. They have to. And I think there's going to be a lot of redactions.
Yeah.
And it's going to satisfy nobody. And it's going to have maybe it'll have something in it. It might have new, like, interesting stuff, but like, I don't think this is going to come to anything.
Yeah, I mean, I of course not. And I don't even think, like, I've maintained the position that, like, Trump's hatred for the Clintons is also fake too, because his bitch ass didn't lock her up last time. He didn't even lock Brandon up. He's not even doing lawfare to Brandon. I think it's annoying that, honestly, fool me once, shame on me, or shame on you. Fool me twice, you know, you can't fool me again. Okay.
Yeah.
And it is kind of fucked up that Trump ran on the lock her up ticket, which is why I voted for him illegally multiple times. Okay. And then thankfully he won. Okay.
Yeah.
But then he didn't do that. And I was a little annoyed by that. But then he also constantly talked about lawfare this, lawfare that. And he's not doing lawfare to fucking Joe Biden.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's just put Joe Biden, put him in a box or something. You don't have to put him in jail. Just put a big old box over him.
Yeah,
you know, he won't know where he is.
He's gonna die anyway. He's gonna die in the process. Like, make his last couple of months be horrible if he has the mental faculties to realize what's happening to him. But like, that's what I think is like really fucked up about Trump. He just never keeps his fucking promises. He's such a bitch ass.
He's a capper. And we have Mr. Musk in there, and he's doing it all for. That's the thing I love about Elon, is that he is stupid in like a very peculiar way.
Another Jeffrey Epstein associate, his brother, literally, Kimball Musk.
His brother was dating an Epstein girl. That's what's so crazy. He's never addressed it. He would never dream of addressing that.
Yeah.
And it's just for years, I think. I mean, these people are sick. These people are sick. They are fucking perverts. They are freaks and scam artists and perverts.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up that they're not going to leak anything. They're not even going to leak like in a partisan way. You know what I mean? Like they're not even going to do the Clinton thing and be like, see how much Clinton was involved with Jeffrey Epstein. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm annoyed about, because like at the end of the day, they still want to protect power, I
mean, it sucks because like there's so many funny people who could kind of get in trouble from this. Ehud Barak, the Clintons. But now, I mean, and listen, when Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell brought Virginia Giuffre to Africa on a trip with Bill Clinton, one of the other guys there was Kevin Spacey, who's like the only people who rehabilitated Kevin Spacey are right wingers.
Yeah. Tucker Carlson.
When he went, that was insane, dude. Like, I'm not even trying to be like what, but like, what the fuck was that? And if you look at like the comments underneath, like Tucker posting that weird video with Kevin Spacey, it's all Tucker fans being like, what? Like,
yeah,
Why do you have Kevin Spacey on? No one
Yeah.
wanted Kevin Spacey to come back.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but I mean, I do understand it. I mean, Tucker Carlson's dad, probably the biggest victim of the USAID defunding, Mr.
Yeah.
Voice of America himself, which ironically enough, even Vladimir Putin mentioned in that weird interview that they did, if you recall, where he was like, "You wanted to join the CIA, remember?"
Yeah. That was amazing. I
Yeah.
forgot about the Putin Tucker interview.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Hasan,
that
I gotta go in a second.
All right. Well, no, I mean, thank you so much for coming on for as long as you did. This took many different, this conversation took many different directions that I did not foresee us taking.
And it sucks because I'd like to come on more and, chat. You guys should really, bother Hasan about this, but he says that there's a quota that he reaches and that it's just, and it stinks, he's like, it's a quota and I got to do it. So that,
too many of your people I have on.
Too many of my people. And I'd say, what do you mean by that? And he sort of leaves me on red. He sends me these nasty pictures, but I love the new Yay merch that you got.
The what gay
merch?
That
on stream, the Yay merch, Kanye West.
Oh, the Kanye merch. Yeah.
The shirt you got is.
Well, I had to get it. I had to get it. A limited edition.
Did you see? There's a picture of him today out wearing it.
Wait, there is.
I think there is. I saw it earlier, but maybe
it might have been an AI. It might have been an AI image. Kanye West wears swastika t-shirt around Los Angeles. Report says. Okay, there's no photo though. Come on now.
We got the photo.
Oh, you did?
We got the photo. Oh, yeah. I'm going to, well, you can't show this on stream, can you?
Yeah, I can. It's fine. Wait, no, that's just the link to real Anna Paulina or whatever.
No. Oh, you didn't click it. Interesting, because I think she is.
No, I was looking at her Wikipedia instead. Kanye West spotted wearing a swastika t-shirt in LA today. That's insane, dude. What the fuck is going on?
What is going on? This is a prediction that I made like a couple of years ago. Is they're trying to build a black Hitler? They're trying to build a black Hitler.
They did it.
And I think
you know who was like most responsible for this? Like I have insider information on this a little bit.
Motherfucking Pica. Who?
No, the person who beat me.
I do know.
The person who fucking defeated my ass for Anti-Semite of the Year, Candace Owens. Candace Owens got him on some like Black Israelite shit initially, and then went into this like Adolf Hitler direction. Oh wait, he's Sig Heil. Oh, he's saying "Bless your heart" or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's doing the Elon.
Yeah, he's doing the Elon. That's crazy. You hate to see it. You hate to see people wear their own merch like this.
I know it's gauche. I think it's gauche. I disavow.
Yeah,
I disavow wearing your own merch, but no. I can't say this on the stream, but there's also somebody else that we know who by accident is also one of the reasons that this is happening.
Wait, what?
There is a Jew that both you and I know that is maybe also partially responsible for this. Not seeking it out, but it may have spurred some of Kanye's anti-Semitism.
Wait, what? I don't know.
I'll text it to you.
Okay, you need to text me who it is. Oh my god. Oh, Kanye West's personal trainer who we both know, who said, I'm gonna get you institutionalized. That was so crazy.
That was crazy.
That was so insane.
Could you imagine how good of a personal trainer that you must be to be texting Kanye West, I'm gonna get you sent to the nut house?
Yeah. Yeah, I
There's
think
people in your chat saying Aiden Ross. Do I look like I know Aiden Ross? Because I do.
Yeah, they all know each other, Chad.
We all know each other. Me and Aiden went to the same shul.
No, that was a very funny.
That guy.
It was a very funny revelation when Felix found out that Aiden Ross was Jewish.
It does change everything. As a Jew, it does change everything.
Yeah.
It really does. You're like, wow, interesting. I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah.
Actually, I did know we could do that. I just didn't know we did that to that extent. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm about to starve to death.
Okay.